Pro-marijuana legalization demonstrators lit up at the U.S. Capitol Monday. They knew they would be arrested because federal law bans marijuana, but there's more at stake than getting high.
I have a 9-year-old daughter who suffers from epilepsy.
THC is the active compound in marijuana that gives users a high. CBD is another compound which does not cause a high, but when extracted may stop some seizures.
Her seizures started showing around 6 months into her life.
Dawn Lee Carty took her daughter to a neurologist. The prescription, heavy opiates.
By the time we got home, my daughter was in the mirror trying to pull her eyes out of her head. She said that she was ugly and she didn't want to see herself.
Until one day,
seizures wouldn't stop, and that's when it was either brain surgery or introducing her to a drug that she might convulse from it. Neither one of those were gambles that I was willing to take.
Today, most states allow marijuana use on some level, with several states and the District of Columbia legalizing its recreational use. Lee Carty risked arrest by flying to one of those states to purchase CBD oil for her daughter back home. Crossing state lines with the drug is a crime, and the nation's new top lawyer aims to keep it that way.
I mean, we need grown-ups in charge in Washington to say marijuana is not the kind of thing that ought to be legalized.
Still, Lee Carty took the chance and began medicating her daughter Zoe with CBD.
That following morning, that seizure normally comes on onset seizures in the morning. It wasn't there, and as time went on, the seizures just started decreasing and decreasing.
And other seizure sufferers may also benefit from the drug.
And for CBD, it can reduce the cell excitability levels.
I am doing my work in school. I'm not crazy and stuff because the CBD, it's okay. It has no crazy things in it to make me feel crazy. I'm smart and I'm ready to learn.
These politicians need to wake up and listen to the people.
And while opponents to marijuana legalization concede there may be health benefits, some, like Kevin Sabat speaking via Skype, draw the line at recreational use.
Well, we need to separate smoked marijuana from CBD oil and other medical components of marijuana. So the advocates want to mix them all together to get sympathy for legalization because we care about the epileptic. But a lot of times the legalization lobby uses medical as a smokescreen for recreational.
In February, a bipartisan group of legislators announced the formation of a congressional cannabis caucus to develop policy reforms.
We've got to make major changes in our country's attitude towards cannabis.
But opponents like Scott Chipman, speaking via Skype, are skeptical.
The pro-pot leadership and users will claim that marijuana is great for everything, and so we might as well start injecting it into the air conditioning systems because it's so good.
Two new polls show 60% of American adults believe marijuana should be legalized for recreational use, and about 90% say doctors should be able to prescribe it. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News, Washington.